Hello everyone. So in this video I will explain how this door works. It's one I completed yesterday. Well, I completed it a while ago, but I made it work fully reliably yesterday. It is 0.6 open standard level 3 This means that it is maxed. So I'm gonna put a barrier right here just to show off. Which is quite interesting. So to build the store you will need 36 hallway blocks, 19 sticky pistons, 17 dust, 14 lime wool blocks, 10 observers, 7 glass. Not all of these have to be glass, but yeah, some do. And I also use glass for the sliders, so like 3 blocks of these are for sliders, and that those you can theoretically make any block. It's like doesn't, if you're, as long as you're not stupid. We need 6 normal pistons, 4 blocks of redstone, 2 target blocks, 1 oak log, 1 oak leaf. I mean, this can be any oak, or any log and any leaf. You want torch, 1 comparator, 1 barrel, and 1 item to fill this with, as well as a permanently toggled input. So you will need an 8 by 9 area that is 3 deep, making this 216 blocks in volume. And like I said, it is non-locational, non-directional, it is contained, and it is non-input bugged, so it should work. If you build this and it doesn't work, please DM me on Discord or write a comment, however you can reach out to me, because like from my tests, it has been really reliable. But obviously there's something I could have missed, or like a 1 in a few hundred case where it can break. So if that happens, just let me know. But from my testing, it has looked to be reliable, so that's why I think it is reliable. Anyways, we're gonna go to the left bottommost side, and we're gonna place 1 block in the middle. Then go over 3, so 4 blocks in total. Then 4 blocks up, well, like 3 on top of this one, so they reflect 4 by 4. And from here you can place 1 block on each side and remove all of these blocks below these. And this is where the door frame is gonna be. Like so. Now we're gonna with sticky pistons for the layout. We're gonna have double down here and storage pistons down here. Then we need, we don't need to, but I like doing that and think it just looks agreeable. 3 pistons on each side and 1 on the top. And that's basically everything. So the input is here, this block. If we go from the front, this is where the DP is, and just diagonally from the DP to the front. You can mirror this in any way, or should be able to at least. It should work, but no promises there. Because, I don't know, redstone stupid somehow. Okay, so we're powering this from this block, so can this. And the very first thing, if you know how peripheries work, you know we have to pre-power this, or we have to pull this up, and then it's A, B, and then the opening it's B, A. And that is the first thing we build, this AVVA kind of thing with a pulse in the front. And that will do the entirety of closing for the bottom and the first move of opening. Well, the start at least. We're gonna have a piston right here with a redstone block, and we're gonna place up another piston like so. And now we have a 0-tick gen. That's pretty sweet. Now to power this piston after 3, we're gonna have a 3 game tick delay here, and we're gonna put a NOT block right here. And that actually makes it so that this powers at 3 and this repowers at 3. Making this a very nice closing circuit. So I will quickly make the rest of closing. And you can put on, for now, a normal block. This will actually change. So if you are running out of normal blocks, just don't place this for now. I'm gonna need some glass. I'm gonna go up like this with the zigzaggy pattern, like so, and then 1 here. And this actually is solid again. Then we're gonna have just a door frame here and a solid block here. And that is there's a lot of things already. Then we're gonna get the targets. And we have one of the targets right here. And we're gonna have a bit of a weird setup here. We're gonna power these from here. This is a normal block, and so like on the other side you place like one down here, and put a piston here with a redstone block here, and dust here, and that this will be used later. It's kind of convoluted, like how it is right now, but it will make sense. But this is closing. So now only the max style piston extender. So, and that's the only hard part really, or what I thought was, because well, we're retracting this. So then we need sometime later in the tick to zero tick this upwards and then zero tick this in this position. So that's like a chain of 3, kind of. I mean, you can obviously do some smart things to avoid having a long chain, but that's kind of what it is. So the way I power the bottom piston is actually I have it budded, and I have it budded from closing. So I have a redstone block right here with a normal, like any kind of slider block right here. Obviously TNT doesn't work, piston don't work. As long as it's a movable block that doesn't fuck up in any way, it works. And also there's 2 more of these here, and the return piston here. This will get powered via this block, and this with a node block right here. Put some dust on here. Now to update this, because obviously right now nothing happens, we're gonna place a sticky piston right here, grab the oak log and the oak leaf, and place the, like, make it so that the log is in front of the piston, and place the leaf right here. Then we're gonna place an observer here, so this observer now activates at 3, so at the same time this retracts, and we will power this dust, which using this target, and this piston will update this to extent, and it will be hard to see right now. But you see, like, this starts moving up immediately while this retracts, so that's good. Now we just need to move this over, and you could just place a piston here. And you can see that zero takes it, but that is, from my testing, having it like this is either locational or directional. It is unreliable and either way. And that's because depending on what gets powered first, that will update first. So let's say that's this piston gets powered first, then this is first in the FTO queue. No, not FTO, FEFO, first in for first out. God, I was in a cubing mindset for a second, sorry. I've been learning too much for school. But so like if this gets like powered first and then this powers, then in the queue later this will power first and then this will be updated. At least that's how I understand it. If that's wrong, please enlighten me down in the comments. So but like that kind of weirdness you can bypass by just adding 1 more block event delay to this piston. And that's just the trick. You can see, zero takes it up. So how are we gonna power the topmost piston? And for this we will use this observer. I will put a barrier here, you will put a normal block here, but a barrier you can visualize things better. You can see, it powers it. Obviously also this is a 2 game tick pulse and not a 0 tick pulse, so what we will do here is just remove it with a bit of block event delay. And this is where this weirdness comes in. This gets unpowered from here at 3. And so with this, we can, like this piston will get powered via this block and updated from these, from this one. And we can move this, just a regular block here, that we then, that we power in this position with a comparator. And so you need to put like an item down here, and we need an updater piston right here. You can see that is like this hard move done. Now like what I thought was hard. So this actually, I mean this, like I had a working version of this dog like a week ago. I was really happy and then wanted to make a tutorial on it yesterday, and I was like, okay, before I'm gonna like show the door and it potentially doesn't work, let's do some reliability testing, and yeah, I found it was locational because of exactly like this kind of thing with like only one update here. And obviously, like how it looks now, this is not that big of a change, but the way I had it set up was kind of I may be able to actually show that. pH. Where is things? Yeah, here I had it like this, and so adding another block ventilator here was really hard. As you can tell, like this looks completely different, so it took some reworking. But I managed to make it work. So the bottommost retraction here will happen via this block, which we will power through this dust. And we will put this actually can't be a slab, unlike, for example, this obviously can be a slab. This has to be like a full block here, so like a stair, for example, would work, or you could just add one more block and make this a slab. The thing is also, it does not need to be like, then it wouldn't even need to be transparent, but like obviously this creates a burnout, and that's why like if we have the torch next to this, then you will need a slab. So then we will push a piston in like so, and that will create the pulse. Obviously this gets QC'd from here, but that's not an issue because that will be an observer. And this does the very first pulse, and then we need to power this again at 4, or we need to hold it on for like 2 more ticks, and so we're gonna remove this, put an observer here and one here, and we only need a dust here. Brain fart moment. Oh yeah, we need to put a block right here as well to make it actually like pulse, and you can see that actually retracts it beautifully. And the final retraction in that was kind of weird to get. In the end, it's also the solution isn't that crazy. We're gonna go down to the slider here, have an observer here, one over and one up, and let's like have this go into a normal block for now. You can see this is like timed well, but like obviously a 2 game tick pulse instead of a 0 tick. So we're gonna deal with that by having this piston like retract the block, and that makes it a 0 tick. So we need to power this a bit after like at 3 plus 4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this piston, and we're gonna detect from it, and we're gonna go over 1 like so, like this, and place a block right here, and that will do the full door. We'll give you a backside view. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I'm pretty happy with it because I was like, that's, yeah, I still put in quite a bit of work to making this non-locational. And I personally am a fan of the slider idea at the bottom that oh shit. Imagine spamming your own door, couldn't be me. That's a good time to mention it's not spam proof, and also this was in the wrong state. Yeah, no, it's a 0 tick again. Yeah. More tutorials will follow. I am just, as I said, I'm also busy with finals. I will write my finals in actually 3 weeks and 2 days. So yeah, I have like the final crunch coming up. Right now I'm like, I got all the like exams over that are happening before the finals, and like, so I have some time right now where I will do some redstone and record some videos and just have fun and take a break from studying. But that will change like after this week. So when I have like the 2 weeks before finals, I will just fully commit to studying. So just as so you know, that is gonna be happening. Actually, it's 3 weeks, I think, not 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 3 weeks and 2 days. Yeah, and I will take more those 3 weeks because like I have vacation coming up, so I will have some time to probably do redstone, but not a lot. So just so you know, yeah, I am not that. I am just very busy with school. If you enjoyed this tutorial, let me know what else you would like to see. And yeah, I will make other tutorials on other smaller doors. I'm personally proud of this door, even though I know there are way smaller doors of this like restriction speed. But I don't really care. It's a fun door. It's taught me a few things, especially not getting frustrated at locationality fixing my doors. Yeah. Without further ado, I'll catch you in the next one. So I'm out. Thanks. Bye. See ya.